never slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 13-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Second down and 6 now. Seven yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ready, set.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into a crowd and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 8. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. It was Leo Chenal who got in to drop him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leo Chenal, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Following the interception, Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
That's garbage. Ready.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Point after try forthcoming. Now this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point. And this is going to be a delay of game. Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Play fake. Here's Love. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Hancock. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 28.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and run for it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go.
Touchdown! Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Bears 12. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Seven Pirates.
He'll drop to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And he is going to have the Bears first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On play action. Love to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. And now Love going to change things up. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
What's going on, guys? Set, ready. Ready?
Play action this time with Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Love, they go play action now. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Check, hurt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It'll buy some time right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Love now to pass on first down. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
Touchdown, Bears! From 3 yards out. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
3 quarters have come and gone. second down and 4. They're quickly out wide. This is Watson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Now Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now here is another interception.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 38-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Lucas Van Ness
drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Hancock. And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 102 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
What is the deal? Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Carlson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 70, Bears 18.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
97. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the Bears' 33-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago,